When fate traps her in a marriage she never wanted, she turns to a poor stranger for help, unaware that he's the billionaire CEO she once insulted. What happens next will shatter hearts and heal souls. Don't miss this storm of love, revenge, and redemption. Watch till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more heart-shaking love stories that will make you believe in miracles. Heartbreak sparkles. To escape marrying an old man chosen by her greedy stepmother, Elena Zhao, the daughter of a once wealthy family, found herself standing barefoot in the cold rain outside the construction site where a group of workers were huddled beneath a tin roof, laughing, drinking cheap tea. Her wedding gown clung to her trembling frame, her mascara streaked like shattered dreams, and desperation burned in her eyes. "Please," she whispered, "someone help me escape." Among them stood Liam Han, dressed in dusty jeans, his hands rough from labor but his eyes deep, too deep for a mere worker. Without a word, he removed his jacket and placed it over her shoulders. "I'll help you," he said, his voice calm, his tone carrying a weight she couldn't explain. She didn't know that this poor worker was actually the hidden CEO of Han Industries, one of the country's most powerful conglomerates, disguised to investigate corruption within his own company. In that moment, Elena only saw a kind stranger, someone who looked at her not with greed, but with silent understanding. She didn't know that the man she'd once accidentally humiliated at a charity gala by calling him a nobody in borrowed shoes, was standing before her now, offering salvation. Together, they fled through the back alleys of the city, chased by men sent by her stepmother and the powerful tycoon she was forced to marry, Mr. Li, a 70-year-old magnate obsessed with her beauty. When they finally reached the outskirts of the city, hiding in an abandoned warehouse, Elena turned to Liam with trembling hands and whispered, "If I marry you, they can't touch me." Her voice cracked. "It'll be a fake marriage. Just until I can disappear." Liam studied her in silence before replying, "Fine. But remember, even fake marriages have vows." They went to a small registry office at dawn, where the sleepy clerk stamped their papers, Elena Zhao and Liam Han, married. The world now saw her as the wife of a poor construction worker. But as soon as she signed, Liam's heart twisted with something unfamiliar, pain. He had intended to reveal his true identity, but seeing her relief, he held his secret back. He wanted to know if she could love him without wealth, without status, just for who he was. Days turned into weeks. Living in a tiny apartment, Elena washed dishes, cooked noodles, and laughed again for the first time in years. Liam watched her from the shadows, hiding the luxurious world he came from. Sometimes, when she caught him staring, she'd ask softly, "Why do you look at me like that?" He'd smile faintly, "Because you remind me of something I lost long ago." But the storm wasn't over. Mr. Li, humiliated by her disappearance, used his connections to track her down, threatening Liam's supposed poor life. Elena begged Liam to leave her, saying she didn't want him to die because of her. Instead, Liam took her hand and whispered, "You're my wife now. I'll protect you." That night, as the men broke into their apartment, Liam fought them off with surprising skill. One attacker shouted, "You'll regret touching the CEO's bride," and the truth began to crack open. Elena, shaking, saw Liam standing under the flickering light, bleeding but fearless. "CEO," she stammered. Liam sighed, his secret dissolving in the smoke of the chaos. "Yes," he said quietly, "Liam Han, CEO of Han Industries." The room fell silent. "You married the man you once mocked." Elena fell to her knees, her world spinning. "You knew who I was all along," she cried. "Why didn't you tell me?" He knelt beside her, cupping her face. "Because I wanted to see if you could love me when I had nothing." But their love was about to be tested again. Mr. Li, furious, struck back by exposing Elena's fake marriage in the media, accusing her of gold digging. Overnight, headlines screamed, "Runaway bride marries CEO in secret." Paparazzi swarmed their door, and Elena was vilified online. The board of Han Industries pressured Liam to annul the marriage to protect the company's reputation. But Liam refused, declaring in front of flashing cameras, "She's my wife. Whether she's poor or rich doesn't matter. I'll stand by her." His words shocked the nation, making him both a hero and a target. His company's stock crashed, investors panicked, but Liam didn't care. I can rebuild my empire, he said. But I won't rebuild my heart if I lose her. In the middle of all this chaos, Elena discovered something devastating. Her stepmother had plotted with Mr. Li to ruin her father's company years ago, leading to his mysterious death. Digging through old documents, she found proof, a secret bank transaction linking her stepmother to Mr. Li. Trembling, she showed Liam. Together, they launched a covert investigation. Liam used his CEO power and underground contacts to uncover the truth. They discovered Mr. Li had bribed government officials and caused multiple business collapses, including her father's. With that evidence, Liam exposed him during a live corporate gala, revealing every dark secret before millions. Mr. Li was arrested, and Elena's stepmother fled abroad, her crimes exposed. But victory came with a price. One night, as Liam drove home after a press conference, his car was ambushed. A truck rammed into him at high speed. The news exploded. CEO Liam Han in critical condition after accident. Elena rushed to the hospital, breaking through security to reach him. Seeing him unconscious, tubes covering his face, she broke down. Please, Liam, don't leave me, she sobbed. I never cared about money, I just wanted you. Her tears fell onto his hand, and for a moment, his fingers twitched. Doctors said it was impossible, but the next morning, Liam opened his eyes. His first words were, I heard you, I came back. Months later, he recovered, though partially paralyzed for a time, and Elena stayed by his side, helping him learn to walk again. The world that once mocked their love now called it, the miracle marriage. When Liam finally regained full strength, he took her to the same registry office where they'd signed their fake marriage papers. This time, he brought a ring, simple but filled with meaning. Elena, he said, kneeling before her, the first time, we married to escape. Now, I want to marry you to live. Tears streamed down her cheeks as she whispered, yes. The crowd that had gathered clapped as if witnessing destiny rewrite itself. Years later, when people asked Liam Han, the legendary CEO, what the secret to success was, he'd smile and reply, I once built an empire from nothing. But the greatest thing I ever built was a love that began in the dirt and rose above the clouds. And sometimes, when the rain fell outside their penthouse, Elena would look at him and say softly, do you remember the night I ran to you in my wedding gown? He'd pull her close and murmur, how could I forget? That was the night my life truly began. Because sometimes, fate hides love beneath the disguise of struggle, and a poor man in dusty clothes might just be the richest soul you'll ever meet. Red Heart sparkles.